Alright guys, and welcome along to the review of day 2, FarmCon 21. I've got my little script again, all my notes. Oh, this was a good one. I got 2 A4 pages of bits written down. There's so much in this stream. It was quite a long one as well, 2 hours 38 minutes, something like that. There's a big Q&A at the end. And yeah. Right, let's get into it. Right then, let's begin. Ooh, I've got to click on the right thing on that. There we go. Haha, I'm in business. Right then, so Giants Engine 9, DirectX 12, and it starts with that occlusion culling that I was on about in the first video. It doesn't render what can't be seen, and this is the example they used. Do we have a mouse? Yes, you can see the mouse. Okay, occluded shapes. See where their mouse is? Occluded shapes and render targets. Because there are 3 occluded spheres behind this. If you watch the stream, it's pretty cool. And you click it, and that's what work is it. Use the keyboard. Aha, yeah, it's photos. There's little arrows at the bottom. There we go. Dog's having fun on the hook. But occluded shapes is only 2 now. 1's come back. But that's nice. It just frees up resources and stuff. I didn't really look at anything else around here. There might have been some more information that changed. Is there any more information below there? No, it's just those 2 bits in it. Oh, there we go. Rendered triangles, rendered vertices. Wow. That's a big difference. Because it's a sphere. I suppose it is a sphere. Sphere. Words. Yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it? And rendered triangles, rendered vertices. Damn. That's cool. Moving on. But yeah, that's the first part of the stream. Got to keep this sort of moving. This is an interesting part. I believe the terms were MSA on specular artifacts. That's all these little white bits just along the edges here for the reflections and stuff. Yeah. And GAA on. No, they're not there. How cool is that? I don't know. Thinking about that is something that sort of caught my eye for FS 19, I think 17 as well. But I never really paid it that much attention, I don't think. But now it's gone. Looks so much better. What a cool improvement. I like it. And then we got onto this parallax stuff. This is what they're doing to the ground. We don't have dynamic ground again. I was told that it was in FS19, it just wasn't turned on. It hadn't been perfected yet. I'm guessing it's still not been perfected. But this does make it look cool. This is not the best example. We have seen some really good pictures, but still, you can see how much the ground changes. It just makes the stones stand out. I'm really looking forward to that part. I say up close and personal like this. You can still tell the difference, which has normally been a thing with Giants 2D textures. It's alright with a little bit of distance, but when you get up close, the normal maps, they don't have the same effect. But that, yeah, that's working, even up close. Ha! Then we've got this bad boy. This is FS22 here. All the trees in the background and the shadows. Go to FS19, and they're not there. They started doing it on the distances. That's cool. I don't know how it's going. Even the building there. It's not a mouse view. You can see no shadows. So the shadows are up close in the distance. I'm not sure if that's ground underneath that they may be using to try and get. There's a bit of shadowing. There'll probably be that circle. View distance circle around yourself probably triggers it. Ooh, too far. But yeah, that is very cool. I like that. It just adds more immersion to it, doesn't it? Very cool. Yeah, that'll be the Erlengrad map. I remember driving up here. That's the shop there. Haha! Check me, I remembered something. And then we move on to the really good stuff. Oh, no, we don't. I've got more notes here. We have traffic and pedestrian AI system improvement. See what that goes down like. And an MP feature tease. I don't know what the T's would be because they never actually said what it was. But then we got to some. Oh, check this! If you haven't seen this yet, you're missing out. It is a John Deere 7810. They've got all John Deeres in. Ooh, ain't that pretty? That's a real popular tractor from back in the day. It was just an awesome machine. I'm not that big on John Deeres, but even I like these ones. What a beast. I'm very much looking forward to that. There's another picture. Yeah, there we go. Tractor porn. Move on. Right, the minimap. This is cool. It's now a circle, but the minimap turns instead of you. I don't know if that's a setting you can change, because it is quite a few games. But very nice touch. I like it. I think it's cool. We'll see how it plays out in the long run, I suppose. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. What's next then? The crops. They've redone the crops again. Updated the textures, ground and crops, more dense coverage. Yeah, that does look a rather dense crop there, doesn't it? I like it. That looks cool as well. I just can't help but stare at the screen and look at it all. It's all so pretty. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. That's so cool. Now we get something that is even cooler. Yeah, this is going to play. Just a little video I took of it, but you can see the wind waving in the crops. Look at that. How cool is that? Now that's a nice touch. That would be really awesome to see on some of those giant fields where the crops just go up to the horizon and you can see them waving in the breeze like that. That's awesome. I like that. They also say that it changes with the direction of the wind, like there's sunflowers following the sun. That's going to be interesting. I like. And then we move on to a nice big New Holland CH770. I'm not sure if this was in a video yesterday as well. It's just my mind's blown with all this information, but that is a nice looking combine. I think it is, yes, because I was on about following it. It was a very similar one, if not the same model that was running in the field behind our house. A nice combine though, very, very nice. Is this a video as well? No, that's not a video. Move along. This is a video. Another little clip. New particle systems. Come on, play. Oh, that's horrific. What's going on there? Are we in slow motion? Why are we in slow motion? We don't need to be in slow motion. Just play the video. Nope, not going to play. Okay. Whatever reason, computer says no. Then we also have... that one works. Still got another video of the header. They've changed the particle system on the header as well. You can see the one at the back. Ha! Yeah, something's working. I like it when things work. Why is that not working then? There we go. Just having a moment, I think. Yeah, look at that. That's kicking out some right stuff. I'm watching the combine on the back of ours. It's still not kicking out enough. That dust was just carrying on the breeze, going forever. But yeah, more improvements, more immersion, better stuff. I like it. And this is nice. The header follows the ground now. Not just by accident. It lowers and tilts on particular models to follow the ground with a ground contour. What is this dog doing? You up, you pest. It said it doesn't do it on all. Not all headers in the game do it, so I don't know if that's all combines. Maybe some of the older ones don't have the ground contour system. But obviously the newer New Hollands and whatnot will do it, and you'll see it. It's very, very slight there. They could have put it in a better place really to show this off, because I think it's awesome. But on other grounds, so even if you went to the back corner there, you'd see it a lot better. It just adds more to it, especially if you're taking photos and pictures like this. It just looks cool as hell. I like it. Anyway, ooh, yes, they've got a new branding, Rudolph. I can't remember, Bergman? The normal little trailers we get like this. I wonder if they're still going to be in then. So I want the variation, I want more of everything. But very nice. Look at all the detailing underneath. All the little bits here. I mean, FS19's good. It seems FS22 is definitely carrying it on. all the attachments, the hoses. Oh, just looks so cool. 7810. That is an awesome little tractor. Then we get to talk about the gears. Look at that. Oh, this is the first tractor we've seen, or first vehicle we've seen, which actually has the gears and the ranges. Oh, that's nice. And I didn't get a video, I couldn't get the sound right of actually hearing the tractor set off and work its way through. Do a small demonstration of the sounds in the next one, so I wanted to leave that for that, because this is quite a long video anyway. It's 10 minutes already, I'm still on page 1. But this is awesome. I think he has it in, I'd say, semi-automatic, because it's not the CVT shuttle only box. It is going through the gears and through the ranges, but it does it on its own. You just press the accelerator and away she goes. But it sounds so good. Oh wow, that is awesome. Very, very impressed with that. Such a nice little touch. And then trailers. Again, this is going to be spoken about in the next video. Oh dear, not quite functional yet. My body's still waking up. But the tipping animations have been changed. Inside these hydraulics, as I work with wagons that tip the same way, you've got individual sections, and it goes section by section, never all just expanded at once, like telescoping at the same time. Giants have finally got it in, and the sounds for it as well, as it's the trailer's coming back down and every section sort of butts up to the next one. Oh, awesome. But that's for the next video. We will get there. So cool. Right, production chains. This is our first sort of taster of these bad boys. This looks epic. It's I suppose it's already in FS19 with the global company. It's something that has been used and used again. But for Giants to do it now and have it in game, it just makes it so much easier for everybody. They've said the modding side of it is going to be simple to just change it around and mix and match as well. So we could see a lot of mods really quick to expand on this, and yeah, you could just imagine what it's going to be like by Christmas. If the modding is that simple to get your head round and build on what they've put into the game already, we could have a lot going on. I think FS22 could fill out really fast. So excited by that one. They also said the buildings have sounds for idle and when they're working, so the sound of the buildings change. It's just more immersion as you're moving around the map. I like that. But like for this Grimo, you put your wheat in, it turns it into flour, and you get to 1,000 litres, and pop, out comes your little pallet of flour. Yeah, job's good. But that's the next part, isn't it? Yes. The next pictures I've got show you what you're doing with it. You can change this bad boy. You can change it to store, which is, I presume, what it's doing on them pallets. You can sell it straight away. So change output mode now down here. I'm guessing this is your production change menu, because all this is down the left hand side now. There you go, selling it. So that's going to sell it instead of making a pallet, I believe. And then you can distribute it. Sort of the next step. So send it to, are we in the bakery? No, we're in the mill, yeah. Yeah, we're in the mill. You can send it to the bakery by putting the distributing on. So we'll send it over there, and I presume this is only a thing if you own one of these bad boys, and then you send it on to the next chain. Because in theory, if you don't own the mill, I don't know, more information required on that one. I'll have to experiment. Hopefully the answers will be given at some point. But yeah, you're supposed to send the product in, you either sell it to them or put it through and get the flour, or sell the wheat. So then the flour will get distributed to the bakery to make the bread and the cake. Yeah, I wonder where all the options are for these. Oh, yes, I know what this bit is. There is a green combine there in the top right. I don't think that's a John Deere. I remember them having smoother arms up for the reel. There we go, reel. So I think that's a Deutz. Back from the last time we saw one of them. But yeah, that's a blast from the past. 2013, I remember the Deutz combines being in. I don't think they were after that. I think they actually moved on to New Holland for 15, didn't they? And a Comet, the little orange and yellow one that he started off with. I can't remember. God, it's going back some years. My memory's shocking. But yeah, that was a nice little spot there. I never said anything about it, but she's there. Interesting. And then we get Massey Ferguson, an old school one. This was actually one I was trying to model. I just didn't have the time and lost the motivation. It's 670. Look at that bonnet. I just like the... Yeah, I mean, this tractor are going to be really good friends. That is so cool. They never let us inside though, did they? The Svines. Oh, that's awesome though. Awesome. Moving on. Recipes. To make bread, flour. Easy peasy. To make cake. Yeah. Loads of little bits. So we've got the flour. I'm going to say that's from wheat. Sugar. So it'd be sugar cane maybe? Milk, cows, eggs, chickens, butter. Something to do with the cows again. There'd be a dairy feature in there. Back to the production. It makes sense, doesn't it? But then strawberries. They're expanding on the greenhouses. We've got more greenhouses. Are we finally get through page 1? Awesome. Right. You can from this menu you can check the production in the menu of all factories and buildings. In multiplayer you can use each other's buildings. If somebody buys the grain mill or puts down a new bakery, the rest of the people on the map can use that to make money. But I'm presuming if you own it, you get a cut of that. That could be really interesting. As to the immersion, as to the integration, just build on that community spirit and sharing stuff and getting involved. Very cool. You don't have to use the production chains either. You can just sell as in previous games. Yep, greenhouses are improved. Notes. I like my notes. Look at that. We have a new case and a gigantic case disc. Very cool. They've also done work on the tracks. They've improved the 3D. So I thought they were 3D anyway, but maybe it was just that normal map again. Clever 2D animation, but now they're actually 3D. You can see like the cuts there to prove it. But it looks very cool though. I'm interested to see it on the challenges when they're all track. Oh yeah. And this is what I'm excited about. I attempted something with this back in 15 or 17 for every implement to leave something different on the ground. When did we last have soil mod? Because I built it I think it was 15. Every time a different implement goes over the ground, it leaves a different texture, so you know which implement you've sent over the ground. This is a disc, it leaves more straw. They said the cultivator, it moves more earth, so it changes the texture again. I'm hoping that power harrows are going to leave a different texture as well, but they also have an effect. It's not just looking pretty, it changes how the weeds work. To lighter work, such as with a disc, doesn't affect the weeds as much as a deeper cultivator or ploughing. That's nice. Oh, I've wanted this since back then because I tried doing it, and there's just no way I could figure out how to implement it afterwards. With seasons, soil mod kind of never happened again. And it was a nice little plug-in feature I made for that. Well, I started with. I never actually finished it, did I? Story of my life. Oh! This is cool. Please work. Yes. This was the cows trot. They get excited. Oh, what a nice touch. That's really, really cool. I'm so happy about that. There's improvements to the animals then. I mean, if they trot, what do the sheep do? What do the horses do? Oh, the horses having a little buck around in the field. That would be epic. So cool. And someone mentioned in the comments as well about the cows putting their head through into the trough. I thought they did that anyway. I could be wrong, but I thought they did that anyway. But still, it just looks awesome, doesn't it? It really does. And then you get the new saddle track, the new toy for the pre-order. If I remember right, most of the pre-orders do pop out later on. Giants do release them as mods. So if you do miss the pre-order, don't worry too much. It is a beast. It's probably not something I'm going to use. I don't normally go for the gigantic equipment. I do need to start using it. But that is a monster. But I'm here because if you look in the top left, up in the F1 menu, activate doubled application rate. They actually spoke about this just after I spotted it. If you turn that on, you know how you've got I think it's 2 stages of fertilisation? If you activate that, you put down 2 fertilisation layers at once. It drives a bit slower, but you do all your fertilising in one. That's cool. Just a nice little touch. Nah. I almost forgot. Alright, this is an improvement as well. Now, I never really played about much with these pipes and stuff on the fertilisation part with the slurry. But this pipe on the front of the saddle track is all manual with the mouse controls or joystick or whatever once you unfold it. He didn't actually demonstrate it, I don't believe. He just sort of unfolded it and folded it back up again. But if you can use that pipe now to suck out the slurry, that would be a nice touch. Maybe it's going to take Vertex to get involved just to polish the system off. We will see. But still, it's a nice base though, isn't it? I mean, look at all the detail in there compared to the older games again. The machinery just looks awesome now. So cool. And then we get the new slurry textures as well. I believe that puts us into the Q&A with Lars Malchak and Kenneth Burgess. Dun, dun, dun. Right then, let's have a little chat about this. We're 22 minutes already. Wow. I'm going to speed through this, guys. So there's a better sorting of the store. It's organised better. We didn't actually show us the store yet. The tease. Ooh, they tease. I don't think he mentioned a search, because the question was about a search. But he did say something about startup packs. It's like you have all the vehicles and tools you'll need in one pack. I don't know if you have to pay for the whole pack up front or work your way through it, or it's just like a guide. Because they didn't show us the store. Savages. But yeah, it's different packs for arboreal animals, root crops, forestry. It just gets you everything you need in one bit. It sounds cool. We shall see. License plates are now a thing. You can set your own license plates up with the prefixes. So the GB. I can't think what other countries use now in their native tongues, but I think it's bottom left. So you get your regional plates, then you get to put on whatever information you want, but there's a profanity filter, so you can't stick some rubbish down there swearing. Who would do that anyway? We're all well behaved, aren't we? Lizard continues. There's going to be more lizard equipment. They describe it as just filling in the gaps for the brands that they've got. If there's equipment that they need or want in the game, they don't have it, they just lizard it up. Cool. I like lizard stuff because it does fill the gaps. Forestry related production chains as well. People asked about them. Sawmill makes boards. There's a carpenter. So I really want to know just how in depth their own production chains are, because I think we've only sort of scratched the surface of what they've shown us so far. It's very cool. Slot counts on consoles are still a thing for performance. Same with multi-terrain angle. It's not default, so you've only got the 45 degrees. It's just the performance issues. Because not everybody's got the machines, and the consoles are limited as well to what they can actually do. So Giants have to start low, and then modders can build and make it higher. We'll see how it plays out. Ooh, different breeds for the animals mean different attributes. It's probably a good word. They eat different things, eat different amounts, they breed at different rates, they produce different things. So they have really expanded on the animals. I'm thinking different kinds of cattle, different kinds of sheep, maybe different kinds of pigs, rather than just different colours. So we already had some different cattle. But yeah, that sounds awesome. I hope they have done. Just the animals have been expanded. Production chains are easily moddable. I mentioned that earlier. It's just this was when there was on about it. So yeah, I remember some stuff. I just don't remember where it comes from. MP sync times have been improved again when joining. It's getting quicker and quicker. Remember FS13? Everyone's trying to jump on the Deere server. Take you half an hour to get on. Ooh, and as a download or missing mods function, as long as the mods that are in use are from ModHub, you can just click one button and it'll get you them all. That's a nice touch. I do like that. And that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the review of FarmCon Day 2. Day 3 coming. Oh, this one was so good. I can't wait for Day 3. Alright, we will catch you next time. Laters.